sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Thank you so much to the worldwide audience tuning in for this one of our favorite nights of the entire year. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart here with you. It's the final game of the NFL season, and this one an exciting sequel for us. Same teams who closed out last season, here again and ready to run it back.
And now we get to see all the adjustments each team has made over the last calendar year played out in just a few moments. Go for one side is maintaining that form that won it a season ago. Go for the other, well, getting here and then finding and cracking a plan to beat this foe. But especially the team who denied them history, as I said, just a calendar year ago.
Allen comes out throwing. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Comes up empty on that one. And that'll bring up second down. Back to the air. Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First carry here for the rookie out of Washington State. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's second down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call being aggressive. You've got to find a way to execute.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Ready. To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. First down now, ball at the 33. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Getting out to his left. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. Pickup of 12 on that play. and that's going to be good for an LA first down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Nearly an interception on that play, and it sets up second down. Throwing it again here. Flush down out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The Rams get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it would be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 1st and 10 from the 43.
319.
So that'll do it for the opening quarter of Super Bowl 61. The Rams out to an early advantage. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this. Three more quarters to go. We're back for the second frame here of Super Bowl 61. They're looking at first down here. Dumps it off to his running back. And on first down, no place to go here. They're going to take him out about a yard behind the line. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Here's the one back on the handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Rams at a man to the secondary. 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
16 yards. First down, Bills.
Allen setting up to throw. Gets it to him on the screen.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Dive up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So working from the 30 as they line this up, 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd down. Here's Allen again. Completed to his running back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bills first down.
From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
To the air again, Allen. And this is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills earn the chance to tie before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's a return from the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Back to throw now. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. He finds Adams, complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Connects with Adams again. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Rams have the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Finds Adams downfield. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams get some late points and the lead. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bills 7.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. Gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Bills offense takes over. Not much time remaining in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the 2nd quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half.
First down, Buffalo.
Go! 180!
They put a receiver in motion right. On first down, Allen. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
319!
Allen gonna throw again. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Again, Allen to the air. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Rams are going to get the football one last time in this first half. They're up by 7. Let's see if they choose to rest on that and just go into the locker room. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Airing it out to start this drive. Going deep down the near sideline. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Keeping Nakua the target on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Scott!
Back to throw. He's loaded another one up. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. 3rd and long for him here. Buying some time left. He's trying to go deep again. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Had a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The 2nd half of the Super Bowl is underway. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Get it! Ready!
2nd half starts with a run by Williams. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. really create some indecision now defensively.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That's incomplete left side.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Flushed out of the pocket. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
Ready, set.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Let's go now. Ready,
Third and long. They're going to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Rams first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
ready. Let go.
Working inside the red zone. Has it at the 7. And the stop is made as they get themselves into first and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams throw the lead coming out of halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Rams double their lead to 14. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, or the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Man in motion here. They'll air it out on third. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. LA play, bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bills take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
And one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickelback. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
Play action now. Allen. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Now a design run. It's Allen. Hit behind the line and the ball is loose. It's scooped up by the Rams. The 50. 30. Gets the 10. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Rams stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd.
Hey, any big moment is going to check your resolve in a Super Bowl, and this is no exception right here, okay? You just put it on the deck, this guy's hands are going to be shaking the next time he touches it. And this defense, well, their confidence has got to be sky high with that game-changing play.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams stretch their lead to 21. That'll do it for 3 quarters here in Super Bowl 61. Just one final act to go in our season. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This return starts at the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
In these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They'll send him over right. Allen on the play action. Gets him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. It's his running back. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Brought in right side. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Desperation time here. Going deep here for the end zone. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Get it. Cowboy 8.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Drops for the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Rams about set to celebrate this win. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. Buying some time right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked up by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's intercepted near the sideline. He brushed him off with ease. We'll return this one up across the 35 before he goes out.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Here's Williams to start the drive. Getting in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Ready up.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. He finds Adams, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams have the first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. This will be a 44-yard look. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
All right, one more snap to play here. Here he goes, one final shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. And once again, the Rams have done it. Start the party in SoCal. They are your Super Bowl champions. They made it through the regular season perfect. They advanced through those 2 playoff games. And now, Brock, now they can officially call themselves just the 2nd undefeated team in NFL history. Only them and those 72 Dolphins have ever claimed that piece of football immortality.
It's pretty wild, isn't it, Kate? Over half a century since we saw a team make it through an entire season undefeated. And in this modern NFL, remember, they played 20 games a season, at least 20 games. So we wondered if we'd ever see it happen again, but here we are. Witnesses to history and witnesses to one of the best football teams ever assembled.
And their story ends at the top of the NFL, holding the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. Up in the booth, so fortunate to have a front row seat the entire way this season. So for all of us up here, my partner Brock Heward, our crew who does so much each and every week, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll catch you again next season on EA Sports.